There comes a time in all of our life where we feel stuck or lost. We find ourselves in a situation where we are not able to manifest our life the way we want. Now, whether you are stuck or feeling lost or none of the above, I want to watch this video until the end because it will truly help you see the life from different perspective. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. See this paper? This is you when you are born. It is just an empty canvas. Now, we are so young, we still don't know how to yet hold a paper, let alone hold a pen so that we could start drawing. So, as we are growing up, we get help from people around us, such as your parents, your friends, your family, your teachers, or whatever, you name it. So what happens is like we slowly start drawing. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of lines here, right? So we slowly start filling this canvas. Now you can think of this whole paper as your life. This is how much time you have to live, and this is the amount of space you are given to draw whatever you want. But as I mentioned that when we are young, we still don't know how to hold a pen or a paintbrush to start drawing our life the way we want. So we get help from other people. Now, in doing so, what happens is that sometimes it leaves a deep scar within us. Those are the scars that don't sometimes let us move on. There are some scars that are not so deep and we are able to deal with them and live just fine. Now, but these scars that are so deep within us, they don't let us move on. So this is where we must have certain level of understanding about how the fundamentals of life works. We are not talking about any rocket science or anything. It is just simple things in our life that we, for the most part, always overlook. So, as I mentioned, this is your canvas. This is you. This is your whole life. There are some scars. And as you grow up, some parts of this canvas gets covered. Now, you cannot draw on this canvas, i.e., this is your past. Now, I'm going to put this paper aside. So, this is your past. Now, past has already happened. You literally cannot do anything about it. It is done and dusted. Now, on the other side, future is yet to come. So let's just put that on the side and not even think about it right now. So this is your past. And for the most part, any decisions we are making in the present moment are based off of our past or the situation around us. Now, when we are trying to make the decision in the present moment, the past sometimes holds us back. It does not let us move on and make decisions that we want to make in our lives so that we can manifest the life the way we want. So, this past, let's take a deeper look. It has already happened. Now, this part of your canvas is covered. Only thing you can do, now this is important, only thing you can do with the past is you can draw inspirations from it. You can learn from it. That's it. Those are the only two things, and there might be some other things that I'm not able to think of right now, but for the most part, that is all you can do. You can learn from your past, or you can use your past, i.e., the data you have gathered, to then imagine the future that you want. So what happens is that instead of being in the present, we get stuck in our past. We live our present moment as if we are still living the past. And in doing so, that's when all the suffering gets created. That's when all the anger, frustration, all those negative emotions gets created. And they do not let us move on. Now, fundamentally, as a life that we are, or as a human being, we only have two choices. I'm just going to keep it simple here, right? So with this body, you can either choose to do things. You can use your mind, you can use your brain, or whatever part of your body, mind, to do things. And the second option is you can choose not to do anything. Now, for the most part, when it comes to past and those deep scars, we don't even pick any of those two options. We just pick the mixture of those two options. Okay, well, right now I'm happy, so past doesn't matter. Now I'm sad. Now you get attached to past so much that it does not let you live in the present moment. So, as I mentioned, you can only do two things from the past. So for you to move on, just have this simple awareness. Look, past is done and dusted. You cannot change it. You cannot do anything now. It only exists in your memory and in your mind. Now, what you want to do with that past is in your hand. You have the choice to not let it have impact on you and stop you from living in the present moment. Because if it is stopping you from living in the present moment, that means it is also stopping you from creating your future. Now, when we look at the life is always in this moment, i.e., it is the process. Right now, as I'm speaking, my body is breathing, my mind is thinking, my eye is seeing, everything is happening. That process of seeing, breathing, thinking is on. Life is a simple process, it is constantly happening. So when we then get stuck and then life is constantly moving, it will hit us because it is always trying to move, and then you are here stuck with your past. And I know that sometimes the life situations we have faced are hard to move on from, but let's be honest, what other choices you have than to move on, learn from your past, draw inspiration from your past, and create the future you want. Now, anyway, you can think about the past or you can think about the future. You can only do that in this very moment, now, present. So the first and foremost thing, if you're feeling stuck or lost or whatever, is you must first have this simple understanding about the life that, hey, life is a process. Past is, as Sadhguru said, that past is just a memory, future is just an imagination. So you are suffering your memory or your imagination. So when you are never in the present moment, that is all is happening. So when you're not part of the now, you are anyway here. You are anyway in this moment. You are anyway in the now. So let's be in the now and not let our memory or our imagination take that away from us. You should have control over your memory and your imagination. And you should know this, that you have a choice. When the deep scar within us rises, memory of the past comes to surface, you have the choice. Okay, do I now just wanted this thought to bring me down, sit in a corner and cry, or no? I am much more powerful, I am much more stronger than this thought. I don't want this thought to continuously rule my life. Yes, it's painful and whatever. It is hard to move on, but that's the only choice you have. Fundamentally, you can choose to do something or not. Those are the only two choices you have as a human being, just to put it simply. So please learn about yourself. This is something that I myself ignored up until few years ago, and then as soon as I start learning, now whatever I want to manifest or create, it is just happening on its own. I don't even have to do anything. Life is doing things for me. Now, this may sound absurd and like, I am making things up, but when you truly just, here's the flow of life. And as you just start riding the flow and like start going with it instead of going against it, it's so much more easier to move. So let's learn to flow with river. Let's first understand how we work, and when you know how exactly how your mind work, how you think, how you be, then manifesting the life the way you want is so much easier, because now whatever is happening in your life, it is not bringing you down, it is not holding you back, it becomes your inspiration. It is something that propels you forward, not like holds you in the same place. So I hope this video truly made some difference in your life, the way you think about life, the way you approach life. And if it did made small bit of difference, and if you think this could help someone that you know, please share the video with them, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.